All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Traversing the Veil. Yes, this is one of my custom D&D campaigns set in my screwed up, messed up world, and it looks like I just lost the internet.
Oh
Hold,
no,
please.
what?
Well, it might be Twitch.
Yeah, no, it's the streaming quality just
I,
didn't
I
die.
refreshed your here.
Hi, folks. If you're still watching, it looks like the internet is going to be weird tonight.
no.
Twitch.
I do record all of these locally, so if we have a weird interrupter or something, you're afraid you missed something, you can go watch them. I upload them on Sundays, youtube.com/TrainerJody. I have all the episodes there. Otherwise, yeah, I think for tonight, let's just kind of dive into Traversing the Veil. The party got into a bit of trouble last time. As they were exploring this strange merchant vessel called the Carnival, they met someone new. A Haragon artificer that seemed to be keen on maybe leaving the carnival. Unfortunately, as they were all trying to decide exactly what they were going to do and killing some time while they were waiting for a few goods to be finished, the sovereignty showed up. And an admiral declared that what they had done recently, offloading some books that had no value to them but value to someone, was against some law that none of them had ever heard of. As things got more complicated, Crexney, their newest companion, showed that while she is certainly a capable adventurer on her own, she doesn't travel alone. A large, mechanical, cat-like creature named Ogun showed up to help the party out, and the party was able to get away from the sovereignty ship and get back out into open Vale. Now they need to decide what to do with their new crewmate, their possible fugitive status, and anything else that might come up unexpectedly. So, it's been about half a day since you saw the last of the that's right. I was trying to figure out why it was so loud in my headphones because they were up really high. It's been about half a day since you saw the last bits of the carnival and the very large sovereignty galleon that had attempted to arrest your crew. And due to just kind of the vastness of the Vale, it's generally a pretty good sign. If you haven't seen any signs of pursuit or anything, probably means you're in the clear until they can create some sort of search pattern or something. So at the moment, you seem to be out of danger. What would you all like to do?
I can't remember. Did we ever have like an actual clear destination in mind?
Previously, you guys were heading into, I believe it was Exelos. or maybe
Well-
even Imperius. You guys are heading into the core to see if you could find work there, is what you told me.
Well, originally we were heading for Zuros
Zuros,
initially, because we were looking to sell the books, but then we sold the books.
Oh, okay.
We were on the way. I don't know how close we were to Abia, or I think we got stopped before Abia.
Yes, you guys were not quite to Abia yet. Theoretically, going from the Skyroll to Zuros, you wouldn't have gotten that close to Abia. So let's say on the map that we have, which I should have here. Are you going to work? Yes. Let's say you guys met the Carnival ship right around there.
Okay.
And so on your way to Zuros, that was roughly about, the better part of a week's journey away from this is a Skywell. So you were still looking at about 2-ish weeks to get to Zuros.
Well, I think we were heading to Abia first as a stopping point,
Okay.
and then we were like, hop, hop, hop.
Mhm.
Was the intent?
So you're still, if your goal was to get to Abia now, you'd be about 3 or 4 days out from Abia.
Gotcha.
So ultimately, in this leg of the journey, we're heading like in an east-ish direction.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you guys are in the Skywell, which is about as far west as you can get before you leave sovereignty-controlled Vale. So,
Okay.
east
Currently,
is really
right now,
the
we're-
only direction you got.
Currently, right now, we're headed towards Hive of Scum and Villainy.
Oh dear.
Always a great place to go.
Yeah.
So, you guys do now have a new guest on the ship, and again for the past 4-ish hours, you guys have kind of been focused on, okay, let's ensure we're not being pursued by anything. Now that things have died down, you have time to deal with any other issues that may arise from having a new passion.
Did we get his name?
The Admiral?
Well, no. I was going to ask that next. But also the Marine first, and because I don't also remember getting the Admiral's name.
Neither of them gave their names.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, if we during the course, if we find out the Marine's name.
Oh.
Okay.
I forgot you guys have a passenger.
He was talking about me.
Oh no, well, her. Yeah, but we've been
No.
introduced to Crexney. There was
As of right now, he is not. He's given you his rank. He hasn't given you his name, which is kind of standard operating procedure for a quote-unquote prisoner of war.
Name, rank, and serial numbers usually how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I thought it was just rank and serial number. I'll say this guy. His name is Thomas. He hasn't given you a last name.
Hey, Thomas, is that with a TH or an O?
He won't dignify that with he literally has not spoken since you guys kind of cured him of his panic, and now he's just sitting below deck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
All
good
right.
old 5-point cure across the face.
Yeah, you really did a great job with dealing with someone with trauma there, Reggie. That was
Yeah.
great.
Drama is my specialty.
I had a buddy that played I think it was a druid that was a healer, and the way he healed people was he had a stick and he would just smack them with the stick to heal them. Get better. Donk.
That's the premise in the I can't remember the name of it now. The Magic Tavern. There's a healing rock.
I like the idea. I got the healing rock. You feel
Wrong.
better?
Eh.
Anyway, so Crexney, I don't think Crexney has seen the ship yet, so let's bring you to the top deck here.
Okay.
So this
Gotta zoom out. Okay.
this is the little ship that you guys have. There are 2 doors. You can see just like the ends of the doors that lead up below deck. And since we have a little map here, Crexney, if you want to, if you go to in Roll20, if you go to the journal, you should see both Crexney and Ogun under the characters. If you click on the name and drag it out, you should be able to place your piece anywhere you want.
Kind of blends in.
It's not the greatest background for your particular character. To make things easier, I can do this.
Sure.
Now I can see where you are. If you're off the ship, now you're easier to see.
Dun, 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 dun.
But and you can do the same thing for Ogun as well. Both of those should have miniatures now.
Off the ship.
And again, just so I can see them, I'll put a little dot. So, so this is the ship, and you have this new group of people that still doesn't know you particularly well. And if you want to go below decks, we can do that as well. To the north here, that set of that's actually a set of double doors. To the north of you, that is the captain's cabin. And then the doors there will lead you to the mid deck, which is where all of the crew cabins are. And then there's one more deck below that. We are currently, wow, Twitch is just not liking me tonight. It's weird because this is working perfect, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just the server that doesn't like me.
It's probably Twitch. I mean, you
Yeah,
have it cut
mine's
out for
showing
us
you
all.
live. Yeah. I guess I'll see you talking.
I refresh it, and there is a jackass clip. Great. Okay. 30 seconds. Of
Why are they running clips on my stuff? I mean, I'm an affiliate, but I thought they didn't run clips on my stuff because I don't make money.
But
Anyway,
you have how many followers do you have now?
not a lot. I'm
subscribers?
in like subscribers. I have one
Uh,
on Twitch. On
Ah.
YouTube, I'm over 500.
Over
but that
500!
doesn't cost money, so people don't mind
Oh,
subscribing
okay.
here. Subscribers here
Oops.
actually pay me, and it is exactly
okay,
one person.
yeah, that makes sense.
That
Sorry.
one person is probably my closest friend on the internet, and I think he does it just to let me know somebody cares.
Cheers.
Aw.
Elias is a great guy. So, that being said, what would you guys like to do?
Since we have a clear heading in mind, I got the rope tied on the helm, so it's on autopilot right now, and Reggie's just kind of like leaning against the rail, just playing like his violin right now, and he's playing like his own rendition of the Me channel of the Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Well, okay, so is Thomas? Okay, so Thomas is just stuck in name,
Tied
rank,
up
and
somewhere.
serial number. So I'm guessing we're not going to get the admiral's name.
No, he's not going to give you anything.
Okay. Okay.
Hasn't he eaten yet? That's Thomas.
No, but none of you guys have.
Yeah, true.
Again, you've been focusing on just going.
Getting away.
At this point, it's getting to late afternoon. And I believe you guys ate right before leaving the because you guys all sat down in the tavern, so you guys ate right before leaving
Yeah.
Carnival. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't let him starve. I don't know.
I don't think we should.
Yeah.
I'm going to may I take down like some of our like a can of our rations down to him.
I'll go with you. He might try something.
Okay.
where are you guys keeping him currently?
Where is he?
Well, I need to.
Because
I-
he's not currently on the map, but
I always thought he was like just tied to the mast.
he
Like the
could
main
be.
What?
If that's what you guys
I
want.
assume that as well.
It is entirely up to you. So where do you guys want him to be? Anyone?
Well, I was thinking.
Put him right here where I'm at. Right
Okay.
here. Just tie him in.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Is
going to
that-
put him any on the map for him, but he is currently tied to the mast.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
Okay. Like, look, I think we can. Like, where's he gonna go? I'm willing to like leave him untied for a bit
Okay.
while we supervise.
Mm.
We don't have any dinghies on our boat, do we?
Yeah.
It's just the one boat.
Yeah, lifeboat's not as big a deal in the Vale as they are in some other places, because without all the mechanics of an airship, your lifeboat's not going to get you anywhere.
Okay, then yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Well, he might try something. I'm not saying we shouldn't like keep an eye on him, but
Well, I'm up here at the helm, so if he's
Yeah.
gonna try something, he'd have to come up here.
I can put Ogon just by him.
Ooh.
That way,
same for Spitwit.
yep. He'll just watch him.
Spitwit just looks at. Spitwit just looks at him.
I was amused at Spitwit's actions, but hey. Thomas, are you hungry by chance? We have some extra rations.
So he's sitting there kind of rubbing his wrists from the restraints, and he's just kind of look at you defiantly, and then you hear... Perhaps.
I give him like a can of our rations.
Okay. He's just there and he starts eating. Still, like, even while he's eating, he won't take his eyes off you.
So, Tommy, you had a bit of experience there, buddy. Full disclosure, as far as your friends and fam back there saw, you took a header off into the mist.
You watch his face slightly to drain of color.
Sorry to bring up a touchy memory, but just pointing that out.
They'll still try to look for me.
Buddy,
you
they
can't kidnap me and think that they won't notice.
No. Easy. First off, former Marine, okay? Second of all, they saw you go wee and then go down below. That's what they saw. What do you think the likelihood is of that admiral sending out a fleet to search just for you? They're searching for us, granted.
Yeah, but
Just for,
He
this
goes
is
back
just
to
for,
his eating.
this is just for context. You don't even have to respond. I'm just letting you know. Our intent. I think I looked at everyone because I'm like, because we didn't really discuss this, but like, we're not intending to keep you long term. We're also not intending to send you over the side, because obviously
The
I
color
would have just.
slowly returns to his face.
Because if I had, I wouldn't have tried to bring you up in the first place and nearly give myself a hernia in the process.
So
You can
what do
start a new
want?
life.
I want to start a new life. I like the life I had. It's
Okay.
a nice life. I mean, the Admiral's a bit of a bastard, but
On that we can agree. Look, common ground. Yay.
I'm still working off the singes from my clothes.
you okay?
Yeah, I got hit with a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
level with me about this. So,
All right.
you're all starting a cult.
No, we never started a cult.
Where'd you get that idea?
Okay, let me follow this. I'll explain this to you again since you all paid such great attention. We were out on an excavation out into the mist, way out beyond. Very common thing. Happens all the time. We came back. We
Doesn't
found
happen
some
all the time.
people
Lots
who
of
do
people
come
go
back.
out, not as many come back.
There are people that do come back and they find shit and they sell it. That happens. That's the reason why a lot of people, they have explorations. They go out. They look for stuff. They come back. We can agree on that?
All right.
Cool.
So you went out, you came back,
We
and
found
you
these books.
started a cult.
No, we never started a cult.
Why did you have cult books?
We found them.
So you found a cult and you joined it.
No.
What?
Oh
This is a cult?
No.
no!
Oh, okay.
If this was a cult, we'd have better financing.
We would
Okay.
honestly have
I
better
think-
financing, yeah.
Fair.
Tax breaks,
fair.
all that.
I think you vastly overestimate the ability of cults to build capital.
Oh, suddenly you know a
I
lot about
vote for
cults,
a
do you?
cult.
No one's joining a cult!
No.
So you win.
We found books. They weren't any use to us. They had esoteric crap on them. We thought
Oh.
someone would buy them. We sold them. That's it.
I got it then. So you're not a part of a cult. You were just spreading the cult for money.
Selling
like
it to
they
a
paid
cult.
you?
Oh, okay.
No one paid us. We found material.
Why
We
are
thought
you
we could
giving
make
out-
some coin.
Oh,
People collect weird shit all the time. We found books. That's it.
so you didn't know?
We're
it was
not
a cult?
spreading. We weren't spreading the good word. We weren't doing anything like
I mean,
that.
You were though, because like you took books that were way outside of
That we
sovereignty.
found!
You brought them into the sovereignty and then gave them to other people. That's kind of spreading the word. You
Okay,
see
by
where
the-
that
by
word
this-
is
By this
confusing?
time, Reggie is coming down. He goes like, "Let me try it. Let me try it. Let me try it."
Don't
Okay,
slap him
I-
again.
I'm
Don't
not
slap
gonna-
him again.
I promise not to slap him. Thomas, my good sir, you know how now I come from Lafatio. We got a lot of rich, snooty, noble-like folk over there. You've encountered that kind of society, right? In any of your tours?
Exactly where do you think the Marines operate?
Okay, my point being, you know how we rich snooty types always like collecting just weird things for top of the line coin, just for some weird conversation pieces. You know how a lot of rich people will just collect stuff.
I'm from Canalon. Like, I've never met rich people. I signed in the Marines because I really hate cow dung. And it's everywhere there. Like,
I
it's
say just sell him to the cult. Just sell him to a cult.
I
You're
don't
not
you-
helping.
Win-win.
Is it
You're
you
not
are
helping.
You
I
are not
want to
helping.
be I wanted to be a Marine. I was very proud. And then I got put on the Admiral ship, which is supposed to be like this really big honor. And all I did was I scrubbed toilets and cleaned floors a lot. And then he would go around and yell at people all the time. And that's
So
all we
Thomas,
bloody did.
Thomas, let me talk to you for a second. Think about it. You'll never have to clean toilets again. You can go out there, get a brand new life, get a bunch of riches, beautiful women, all to yourself, and you will never have to clean another toilet again. How does that sound?
No cults involved.
No colds,
I hate to
was-
break this.
no
That's
toilets, nothing.
That's
I
kind
was-
of the bill they sell to the Marines to get people to sign up.
Shh.
Well,
I
a
have
Marine.
a date next Thursday with this girl from the kitchen. So I was finding women there, and they pay pretty well. And yeah, I mean, cleaning toilets isn't fun, but I mean, it's not like I was dying. They didn't put me on the front lines or anything like that.
I mean, 20 or 30 years, then you get a pension, blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
I'm just saying, if you're not gonna like brainwash me into your cult, then
No.
just
No cult. Stop saying the word cult. Just stop saying it.
But that's
That
why
would-
you was arrested, which
For
I
a
didn't know
bullshit reason.
that was even a law. Like, I mean,
Isn't that strange how people with extreme abuses of power suddenly just dictate things like that?
I'm
Huh.
just saying, if you're not going to brainwash me into your cult, just
Stop saying it. Verboten.
can I
Verboten.
get
Stop
off
saying it.
at the next stop or something, so I
You're
can
tempting me.
get back with the Marines. Because I think that would be a better, like, for
Well-
everyone here. 'Cause
I'm sorry. Allie, you have the floor.
I have a question. How did the Marines find out about our stash anyway?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's a fantastic question. See, we was just patrolling, which normally would mean we'd be looking for like pirates or something like that. Patrolling with the Admiral generally means he found some lady types that he's trying to impress. He did. They were very nice lady types.
I promise you they weren't really interested in them.
Well, as we
Continue.
keep going, we get someone sent a message to one of the people on the ship, and they reported to the Admiral that someone was selling No, it wasn't a message. What was a message? It was something about they've been found, and something about. Oh, what was it? Was a weird word. It was I can't remember the word. It was a weird word though. It's something about code, something weird. And then the admiral, he called up another ship. He shoved the ladies off of it, and then they went immediately to where you guys were. It was really weird. Like, we went super fast too. Like, we actually turned on the air engines and we actually flew instead of going on the Veil. Actually, the airship went airborne to get to you guys really fast. It was weird.
This has to be related to what happened to Skywell.
Yeah, our scales go pale. Therian!
For something to happen for that such a shift of priority.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, we was the closest ship, so I mean maybe that's what it is, or at least we were the second closest ship. The one that he called over, that was technically the closest ship, but then he called them over, and then he put the lady types on a boat, and he told them to go all the way over to Lens Tower, which was really weird because we're nowhere near Lens Tower.
Lens Tower.
We thought he'd go over to something like maybe send him a Soul Watch because that's much closer, or
Lens Tower's all the way north.
So, but it was weird. So, yeah, I wouldn't have known anything if it wasn't for the fact that I was scrubbing the floors in the room where he was told.
Yeah, that guy sounds like that Admiral sounds like a real jerk. Admiral, what's his name?
No, they never told us. That was another weird thing.
You don't know your Admiral's name?
I've been serving on this ship for 6 months. No one has ever said anything other than Admiral to him. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Did you ever see his face?
Well, of course I did. I scrubbed his bloody... I mean, he's human, if that means anything.
Okay, he's a human. What did he look like? Did he have like a beard, mustache? Like, what does he look like? Could we put like a face to the name?
We're talking about your Admiral, the one you travel around with that gave us that charged us, right? That's the one I'm talking about.
It's the same.
Oh, so we saw him.
Yeah,
that's
the
him,
same
yes.
person that you guys did to talk to.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Facial hair in
totally-
general is not tolerated in the Marines. So,
But he got away
everyone's
with
clean
it.
ship.
But he got away with it.
So, are we done now? Because I'm, the rations were nice, but kind of dry. You know, as if I had
Sorry
something to
about
drink.
that. Okay.
Do you have something?
Do we have any fresh water?
Yes, you guys would always have a store of fresh water.
Okay, I'll get you some.
Fine.
And
she's
she
a
go-
lot more lovely when we're not trying to kill you all. Like, it's much nicer.
Smegwick has a flask. I'll just say random. There's a mage hand flask.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
One schluck. One.
He does it, and he's smooth, very smooth.
Mage hand back.
Whoa.
While she gets
Wait,
the,
this is what did I do with the lamp oil?
You see,
I'm just messing with you, Tom. I'm just messing with you, Tommy. He takes a smack himself. Oh boy.
While she's getting the water, Allie is inwardly freaking out. They're trying to connect the dots about what happened out there.
Okay, I'm totally brain farting right. This is Evan talking, not Reggie.
Yes.
I'm totally brain farting right now because we moved into the new place, so I'm super tired. But just correct me if I'm wrong. We did sell those books, right?
Yes.
They are no longer in our possession.
no longer
Yeah.
in your possession.
Yay.
Going forward, this is just something I do in most of my other campaigns. If you need to do anything out of character and you don't want to go, hey, this is me, not my character. If you just do this is the international sign of out of character. Or at least the one
okay.
that it's just the one that I use. I don't think it's what normal people use, but
I believe in LARP you do this.
in
I do know in a LARP in San Francisco, you got to do the old salute, up to your head.
In Realms of the Wild, I think Kiri was the one that just went, yeah, in one of my games
Yeah.
we just did this. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Gotcha.
like this. So if you
I
ever
know
want to talk
another-
out of character, just go like this, and it'll be,
I know-
out of
I
kick a character.
I know I've seen another game where they do this.
Anyway, so yes, the books are gone.
Okay.
To clear up some other stuff, Aoi did get her armor. It was modified and finished before you guys got arrested.
Yay.
And Spitwick was able. You guys saw Spitwick come with the
The potion.
So all the stuff that you attempted to get while you were there, you were able to retrieve before you left.
And I was also able to get my little water plane pendant.
Yes, all of that happened. So,
Tommy, good friend.
it's
I got
it's
one.
Thomas.
Thomas. I do
Not a big
apologize.
fan of Tommy.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
knew
no,
Tommy
I
when I was
completely-
younger. He was a bastard.
Now, I completely understand. Way too casual. Thomas, my dear friend, if I may ask just one last question, then I swear to you we will bother you a lot more less for the rest of the evening. Those books that have seemed to have been the focus of all this hoopla right now, since they are no longer in our possession, is there really going to be any reason for your compatriots to be following after us from now
Yes.
on?
Yes, he will. If for any other reason that he's a dick and he has an ego.
I haven't the foggiest idea, mate. To be perfectly honest, I don't know why we were trying to arrest you before. So,
Trumped up charges. He was looking for an excuse. This fits. This we don't know why, but this puts a big piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, but even then, there has to be a limit to how much one would go for just a ragtag group like us, unless there was something else about
I'll
us.
put it this way. The reason I know about the books is I was in a room mopping. No one else on the ship knew about it, unless they heard it when he was talking to you about it. The
But he
rest of
was
the
also-
ship, completely unaware. The ship
But-
that he put the ladies off of, completely unaware. So, if that means
But-
anything. Yeah, Kate?
But someone lit a fire under him and went zip right over to us.
Wait a minute. You said you were
Pause for
cleaning
just
the
a second.
toilet.
Sorry. Kitty, you had something?
Oh,
earlier to
what?
ask?
No one else was in the room where it happened. Is
Oh,
that
okay. Most definitely.
it?
So, Reggie, you were supposed to say.
I was just thinking, like, wait a minute. So, what you just said right there, you were cleaning the toilets while
No,
your
I was-
admiral.
I was scrubbing the floors.
You were scrubbing the floors.
Yeah.
You were cleaning something.
It would have
And
been
you
awkward if I was cleaning the toilets while the admiral was in them. Like that's a no. He has his own problem.
You are very.
He has his
You are
own
very
private
right, good
ed,
sir.
So
But what you just said, you were cleaning and you overheard your admiral talking about this, correct?
no, I overheard the person that got the message. The admiral told me to leave after the message was given.
And you swear you're unable to remember that key phrase they apparently said that lit this fire.
It's a word I've never heard before. Like if someone just came up and said "codes," would you be able to remember that all the time? You only heard it once, and it was right before you got thrown into the veil.
I mean, if it sounded like something like I don't know,
I know,
if it sounded like a funny word, maybe.
If you want to go through every word you've ever heard, and I can just tell you if one of them sounds like the one that I did it, we can go and do that. It'll only take us what, most of our lives?
All right. I'm just saying it's fine. You're just making up reasons. You asked a question, we responded. Okay.
So while this is going on, Howie, as you go below deck, and you're getting a water skin, which is the easiest way to transport the water. As you pick up the water skin and you fill it up, you feel this kind of chill run down your spine for a second, and in the pit of your stomach, you just get this really kind of bad feeling.
I start backing away.
The feeling doesn't seem to coincide with anything you're doing with the water or anything, like moving away from the water barrel. You still have that weird kind of sickly feeling.
Did it happen like as soon as I grabbed the skin?
No, you were in the middle of just like filling up the
Oh.
water skin, and then the chill came, and then you just started feeling kind of sick.
I like I think I go back above deck and finish my duty.
Okay. So as you get to the top deck, the further up you go, the less you can feel it for a bit. But there's still just like in the back of your head, you still have this kind of uneasy feeling as you come up above deck. And as soon as he sees you, Thomas like, "Oh, a water, may I?" He sits there and you. That
Does
is
Howie
some
look-
fine H2O right there.
You okay, kid?
There's something really weird going on below deck. I got like some bout of seasickness when I was down there. I don't know why, but it
Is it? Is this
disappeared when I went right back up here.
like when we were on that ghost ship?
Yeah, kind of like that.
When you say the word ghost ship, it's hard enough to speak without the stutter. Smegwick, you feel kind of a chill run down your spine and just this kind of
Ugh.
slight uneasiness in your stomach.
You okay?
I am tired of weird feelings suddenly popping up.
And as you guys are all here, you feel the air itself gets a little bit colder. The wind picks up a little bit, and you can feel the wind kind of blowing. It seems to kind of go through your clothes a little bit. Feels a little bit colder. As you guys look around, you see the sky itself starts to kind of darken slightly.
Oh,
There aren't any cloud cover or anything, but it's almost as if the light itself has just gotten dimmer to a point.
this can't be good.
Reggie runs right back up to the helm, unties it, and he's gonna try and get us all out of here.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Okay, perception. 19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay,
Nice.
so looking around, you see something in the distance that looks weird. You see a ship, but the ship is tilting up at a strange angle.
Oh
The
no.
aft portion of it has gone down a little bit, and the front portion is just lifted out, not completely out of the water, but the whole ship is kind of at an angle, and it's completely unmoving. It's not bobbing on the veil. It's not drifting with the various currents. It is completely, totally stable.
That doesn't look right.
Is it on a trajectory with us?
No, it's not moving at all. The sails of the ship itself are actually kind of ripped into torn. But anything on the veil will have a little, just like on the water, will have a little bit of a buoyancy and a little bit of a sway to it. This is completely solid, completely unmoving.
On a completely unrelated note, did we take a long rest between last session and today?
No, you would have had a short
Hours.
rest though.
Okay.
So if you want to burn any hit dice, you are welcome to.
So quick
I
short rest in
don't-
case you do get anything back.
Because I have experience on ships, can I tell what's going on from where I'm at?
Sure. Let's go ahead and I'm going to have you roll a history check. So, to kind of explain how all this stuff works, in 5th edition D&D, you have attributes, which are your strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Then you have skills. Skills are related to some sort of attribute. So, like for this particular instance, I'm going to have you roll an intelligence history check. And so the way that works is if you are proficient in the skill, you would add your proficiency bonus to the roll. If you're not, you're just going to add whatever your intelligence modifier Yes. So,
Okay.
so if you want to go ahead and roll an intelligence history check for me on your D&D Beyond sheet, anything with a little circle filled in means you're proficient in it. Anything without it, you aren't proficient in. So.
Okay, so if I get a 16, and then I'm gonna add my history
Mm-hmm.
plus 3,
Mm-hmm.
so 19, and then which one? Intelligence.
Yeah, that's the number next to history there is your intelligence modifier. The
Oh,
D&D Beyond
okay,
has already
sweet.
done that for 40.
Oh, perfect. So that's plus 3. So that would be 19.
19. Okay, so you've heard of this before. There are some islands that don't actually breach the top of the veil, and ships can run aground on them. And effectively, when you find a ship that's been run aground, it will look like it's sailing, but it just will be completely still
Stuck.
and unmoving because
Perfect.
there's actual land that it is breached upon.
Okay. So did I just explain that to them, right?
Sure.
Okay. It looks like a ship that just got stuck on one of those islands that haven't breached the veil yet. We can
Yeah.
leave Thomas on it.
Shipwrecks, not the greatest place to live, especially since most of the food's probably bad. I mean, that one looks like it's been here a while. Maybe not. Leave me there.
Yeah,
Just
that's
saying.
a good idea.
Yeah,
However-
we don't know how long they've been shipwrecked.
If,
There could be people there.
Yeah.
or even if there isn't people there, I mean,
Loot.
if
Yeah.
somebody found something, they would have.
Maritime law. Yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, am I turning towards this thing or away from it?
Could be people there. Could be potential loot. We gotta be careful.
Yeah.
What
All
say?
right.
Loot. Help.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll vote for loot too.
Spitway. Oh, I'm sorry. Only crew members get to vote. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, come on, give
I'm
him
not
a
planning on
chance.
going on a ship either. I'm just saying, if you wanted to give me something,
Hmm.
maybe
Yeah.
for dragging
Uh,
me through the veil.
Thomas.
Well,
Thomas, I hate to break this to you, buddy. If we're going aboard, so are you.
I mean, if all 4 of us are on board the ship, you're going to be left on our ship all alone.
All
and who knows what's
alone.
going to come up and possibly see
Push
you.
you
and we're not going to
over.
be here to
I mean-
protect
This-
you.
this is
Thomas.
This is a remarkably bad idea.
We're not leaving you unattended on our ship, buddy.
There's
Yeah.
also that.
If I promise that I won't do anything, like if you just lock me in a room,
Thomas,
No.
hypothetical. Let me just give you a hypothetical. Let's say there's something really bad on that ship. Monstrous, even. Ghouly gooey.
Okay.
apparently, I'm listening.
well, any day.
Sorry, got a thing in my throat. Anyway.
You okay now?
Reggie's
Yeah.
dying.
We have lost Reggie. Reggie is overboard.
That's what happened to you. Yeah, oh, look what happened to you, pal.
Mm.
So
Lose
you were
everybody
saying,
today.
Mrs. Margaret?
Had a sharp intake and it hit me. That sucked. So let's say there's something really bad on that ship. Really, really bad. Okay? If we leave you tied up to a mast and that thing comes
Comes and
aboard,
gets you. Mhm.
snatch you right up.
You make a valid argument here.
Yes.
I'll get you. I'll get you.
Believe me, hey, I'm a coward too. Don't worry about it. No judgment.
It's not so much being a coward.
No,
My weapons
Mm.
are beneath the veil.
Mhm.
you got a billy club, but you're not getting that back. Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, when I went in, I focused on holding the rope, not holding my weapons. So I'm not
Yeah.
really going to be that useful.
Oh, do any of us have any extra
Look,
weapons
I'm
beside me?
perfectly fine not being useful in that particular capacity. I
You
will
can be a
Oh,
gladly-
distraction.
no, we
It's
can't
better
have
to-
you
It's better to keep an eye on
He
him.
looks at Crexney.
Look
Thank
out. I
you.
mean, look out. Look
Thank
out.
you for,
Look
for,
out.
for that suggestion. That's
No problem.
exactly what I want to be.
Good.
Hey, Owie.
Yes?
If this were a mine shaft, he's a canary.
Oh boy.
I'm really starting to regret this day.
Mm,
Dad said
So we can
I
still
had
sell you to
really
a cult.
nice hands, and like,
Stop
I could've-
bringing up the cult.
I could've
With no cult. No one's a cult. Stop
Just-
bringing it up.
plowed
The boating.
fields for
The
rest of
boating.
my life. No, I wanted to join the Marines, and now he's just kind of whining to himself. It takes you guys about 10 minutes to actually get to the ship itself, and it looks like this. You guys can pick. I don't have a way to show the ship. We are currently disconnected from the interwebs, so
Oh no.
give it a few seconds.
Dredge!
Again, I'm recording this locally, so worst case scenario,
A ship
we
looks
finish
cool.
this offline.
I swear,
but
the most irritating part is you can refresh, but you'll still get an ad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do to Twitch Turbo because I got sick of ads, and I'm not willing to ad block on Twitch because there are people I watch that I actually want to get my money from me while we're watching it. So I just do Twitch to Turbo. I have no
Yeah.
idea. This is the weird. I must just be on a bit of a bad
It's just Twitch being twitchy.
servers or something, and I don't want to. Or if I can keep. There we go. Looks like we're reconnecting. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Twitch really doesn't like me tonight. The weird thing is, my internet connection's perfectly fine right now. Like I haven't become an amazing
Just
robot
Twitch.
man. To any of the people I'm talking to over Zoom, it's just Twitch. So, yeah. Anyway, so it takes you guys about 10-ish minutes to get there, and you see the ship that is before you. As I was saying before, I have no way to actually put the your guys' ship on this map because it's a completely separate picture. But you guys can choose either the left side or the right side for that's where your ship will be, and you can go ahead and put your minis anywhere on the kind of main deck in the middle here that you would like. It's a cool looking ship, right?
Yeah.
It is. I like the skeletons on it.
Where's my baby?
So as you guys get here, you do see a few skeletal remains,
Ugh.
and they look like they've been there for, like there is no flesh on any of these skeletons at all.
Oh, I got various questions now.
Mm,
Okay, first question. What's the name on the ship?
The name is actually mostly obscured by the veil because of how it's kind of tilted. The end of it is IUS.
there we go.
Okay. Second question. Did the body pots looked like time did this, or they were picked clean?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
God, every time I'm doing this. 4.
To be honest, you're not 100% certain. Looking at the bodies,
Why would I be?
The best you can tell is there's no flesh on them. Beyond that, you can't really tell why there's no flesh on them.
Does anybody have a weird feeling on this ship?
Constantly.
You guys do as you kind of stand here. All of you have that kind of weird tingly sensation like a chill runs down your spine, and at the base of your gut you have just that slight sickening feeling. Not enough that you're nauseous or anything, just that this doesn't feel right.
Is Bedwork feeling this too?
Yes, Spitwick would actually, as soon as you guys walked on, Spitwick would have immediately kind of sent a feeling of kind of dread to you, Mrs. Smedwick. Literally, as your boot hit the deck, you just got this overwhelming feeling of dread directly from Spitwick.
He probably flew over to one of our arms, Shaggy and Scooby style.
Oh yeah, he's probably hugging me real tight right now.
Mm.
Is this the same feeling but more intense that I felt on the ship when I brought up Ghost Ship and I got that weird feeling?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It's more of, this is a more constant version of that. The one when you said that on the ship, it kind of came and went and came and went. This is very steady.
Ugh.
Should we explore it or stand here and look around?
Well, let's explore. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do it by the numbers. Okay. Check each deck one by one. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's search this top part first.
Okay. So what specifically do you guys want to look at on the to the top deck here?
Maybe survivors?
As far as you can tell, there's not a living being on the top deck. There's a few skeletons, and that's all you see.
Is there anything on the skeletons? Weapons?
No, they are just
complete bones.
There's not even clothing scraps attached to them. They are just bones.
Whoever was on this ship was here a long time ago for it to has actual skeletons.
The image, which I guess I can probably show the peoples, the image of the boat is accurate. So anything that you see on the map does exist if you guys want to investigate anything that you see.
There's a hatch up here on top.
I noticed that too.
That hatch specifically is designed to basically allow someone to get to this front part here for cleaning, or if there's any kind of debris or anything on the front. That is the entirety of what that hatch does. Is it opens up, and then you can basically get out onto the mast and the little header there at the front of the ship. Some ships will store some stuff that are there. As you guys kind of look it over, there it is absolutely completely empty. There's nothing there whatsoever.
Are there any doors under the stairs?
No doors under the stairs. There is a single door right there that leads below to the decks.
Okay. Does anyone want to go with me to check below deck?
I would think we all want to go together if we're gonna do that.
Hey!
I agree.
Okay.
Just like last time we were on a ghost
Yeah.
ship. Who thought we'd say that?
If I had a nickel for every time I was on a ghost ship, I'd have two. But it's weird that it happened twice.
Also, where'd you get a nickel in this world?
If I had a sovereign for every time.
Can I ask what happened last time you guys were on a ghost ship?
Ghosts.
We saw water that was not the veil below deck.
It was a ship that was on water.
Weird.
It was unnatural.
It was spooky.
Mhm.
Then there was a ghost that popped up.
Okay.
Good news, we lived.
Mhm.
Well,
Come on,
then there's
Tommy.
Promise for today.
Come on, Tommy.
I think, being the religious person that I am, he's obviously not been given rights by the Dark Lady, so I should probably stay here and just...
Tommy.
Yep.
Boogie Boogie, you're
I-
all alone. How do
I
you
didn't
adventure
think it
this?
would work either, but I had to
Also,
try.
why do you want to be alone in this creepy sap? Like,
It's not that I want to be alone. I don't want to go first.
you had to have read at least seen a couple of plays. What happens to the guy that stays alone on a scary situation? Come on.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine going with you as long as someone else goes first.
All right.
So the scary thing eats them, and then the rest of us run away. And
But you're religious. You have good luck, so you go first.
We need someone
I
with a
should've-
keener eye.
I should have thought of that before I said that. Right. All right. If I die, I will haunt you all. I swear this.
Tommy, this is the second time we've been on a ghost ship.
So I'll
When
make
you
your
haunt
ship
us-
a ghost ship.
When you haunt us, just make sure you clean the floors.
You know what? That's offensive. All right. It's not the only thing. I'm a trained Marine. It's not what I was trying to do.
And yet, here we are.
All right. So
Quit stalling. Let's go.
moving to the second deck. First thing you guys will probably notice is you can't see anything.
Oh,
Even
I
even-
didn't equip.
even with dark vision?
goggles.
Yeah,
Dang.
same.
No, what I'm saying right now is you can't see anything because I have fog of war.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh God.
Let's see what I did equipped. Dang it.
Can you make goggles of night?
Can I make
I
them?
believe you currently, according to your character sheet, you actually do have goggles of night.
Oh,
or at
I thought
least
they
it
had to have
was.
that. I had thought you had to have that red dot next to it.
Well, you have
It's
the goggles.
green.
You have the goggles of night created. So if you don't have them currently quote unquote equipped now,
Mhm.
it is as simple as put on the goggles of night.
Oh,
The difficult thing is infusing the item. That's something you can only
Ah.
do at the end of a long rest.
Aha.
However, since it's already infused, it's just like, oh looky. So
Can I put
on the
them on?
map that you guys see here, go ahead and put your minis anywhere that you can actually see right now.
Okay.
I'm just revealing the few areas that you would be able to see. So that is the door that you guys are going to come in, is right there. So you guys can put your minis anywhere you would like in this little kind of cramped area. To the south is a hallway with a couple doors on it. To the north, there's actually a railing that overlooks a lower deck. But for whatever reason, the light is so low that you can't actually see what's at the bottom of the stairs here, or you can see right here some more stairs.
stairs.
Oh, there we
these
go. There I am.
appear to be broken
Mm.
and damaged a bit.
Does anyone have the ability to make light in case it gets too dark? We can't not be able to see it all.
Mm.
Anyone that has an adventurer's kit or any kind of kit, those all come with torches. So, Dungeoneer's kit, Explorer's kit, all of those come with torches. So, if you want to use torches, you can.
I don't have a torch, but I do have a lantern.
Lantern works as well.
I have a lantern, and I also have a tinderbox. So can I use those?
Sure, yeah. You can determine.
Perfect.
Right now, again, this is all you can really see. If you want to try and point the lantern down below, for some odd reason, the light doesn't quite travel down that area as well as you think it should. But you do get a very small... I totally used the wrong thing. How about we do this? You are able to see I want reveal area. There we go. You can see just a little bit down there.
Huh?
Ooh.
And light does reflect off of something metallic down there that is gold in color.
We hit the jackpot.
Mm.
You also see down here, there is a wall kind of separating the area. On the left staircase goes apparently to a different room than the right staircase does. So what would you all like to do?
Interested more in like
The shiny.
I was actually hoping for the captain's quarters.
As far as you can tell, the hallway to the south, there appears there are 3 doors in the hallway. There's a. I'm gonna go to this. There's a door here. There's a door here, and there's a door at the far end. So theoretically, the captain's quarters might be any of these or none of them.
Well,
it could be that the captain is near the bow.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I also don't want anything popping up behind us, so I'm not going to check the door on this side. Well, first I'm going to listen, see if I hear anything first.
Okay, make me a perception check.
A little better, 16.
All right, as you sit there listening, you can hear the ship itself. You're kind of normally used to hearing a ship kind of groan and creak as it goes on the waves. As you kind of listen to this door, you don't hear groaning or creaking of the ship as it goes, but you do hear other sounds that you can't really identify. Like sometimes you'll hear like a metallic clicking sound. Sometimes you'll hear what sounds almost like little feet going across wood. Sometimes little feet going across metal. From through the door, you're not really hearing anything.
I take a step back. I'm going like, I hear something from that. There's little, I'm hearing a little scurry. I'm hearing a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Is
maybe.
there like a doorknob there, or is there a people where the knob should be so we can take a look?
There's a doorknob. There's no lock on this door that you can see.
Any people for
Nope, just a regular old door. Nothing that would allow you to kind of peek through.
yeah.
The door itself is slightly warped. It almost looks like water damage to the door itself.
Who wants to try and open it? 1, 2, 3. What the hell?
All 3 of you open it.
Sorry.
Actually, like I will bring it up just so I'll close my eyes and go like I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna raise. What? The? Okay.
Sorry.
Well, looks like Reggie wins. So
Reggie.
Okay.
Fine. I'll open the door. I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I'll gladly get in front of everyone, but what I'll do,
I say to Crexney, I can't believe that worked.
I put a handle on the doorknob, but with my other hand, I'm going to reach into my pack and I'm going to pull out one of my ball bearings.
Okay.
And what I just want to know is going to happen is I'm going to open the door just a little bit, throw it in there just to cause a little bit of noise and see if anything like reacts to the noise.
Okay.
Okay. And I just gently
So as you
open.
throw it in, are you still looking into the room when you throw it, or you close the door right behind it?
No. So like Reggie is facing this way. The crack of the door is like over here. So it's like I throw it this way back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. So you do that. Do you close the door afterwards, or you leave it open?
No. I leave it open so I can hear better, and also
Okay.
the door is like cover for me.
So you toss the thing in. You hear this, and it stopped making noise before it ran out of momentum.
We did run. This thing ran aground.
Like
Like a
Balls don't do that.
There could also be a hole. This thing ran aground.
Should I open the door a bit more?
Well, we didn't hear anything grabbing you. Let's.
Okay, on 3. 1,
And
2,
3.
and I open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you can see why
The hell?
the thing stopped. There are strange
Mold.
growths all over this room.
Oh,
They're
Heartbeat.
strange in color. Smebwick, you are instantly reminded of some of the kind of plant life you saw in the Feywild.
What the hell?
This isn't exactly like it, but a lot of the colors in this are abnormally not bright, but like somebody's turned the saturation up on the screen too much. The colors seem more colorful than they should be, which is a very common thing in the Feywild. It's not as common here.
I think these guys may have been to the Feywild.
mm.
The bits of mold and things like that in there. Some of them are kind of almost like moss in their texture, and other ones are much closer to kind of like a gel form.
They don't move.
They don't seem to be moving. You can see the ball bearing got stuck on one of the gel things and is literally kind of stuck to this little kind of blob of gel.
Which one did it land on when you tossed it?
I have to get
Yep.
this. It is right here.
This one? Okay.
Yeah. So the outside is gel. These kind of like these things here, that's the fuzzy moss-like stuff. And then these things here are the gel. Does that make sense?
I'd like to try and use my mage hand to see if I can pick it out.
Sure. Go ahead and make me just a spell attack roll.
Okay. Spell attack is +8. I'll just roll Eldritch Blast. 16.
16. Everything explodes. No. So as you sit there, as the mage hand tries to pull it, you notice that the mage hand's having a hard time lifting it. And as you sit there, you realize the mage hand doesn't have enough strength to actually pick it up.
Yeah, you can only hold up to a max of 10 pounds anyway.
I still got 997 ball bearings left, so it's fine.
I'm not interested in the ball bearing. I'm interested in what happened to the ball bearing.
Whatever it is attached to has an adhesive effect.
Well, first-
what you would have
Very
discovered.
sticky.
So, first thing we know, it's sticky.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't coming. I mean, this thing doesn't have a lot of pull to begin with, but
Mm.
Is it worth exploring, or do you want to check another room?
I can't remember if you explained this, but are these things moving?
yeah, I was asking if they were pulsating or moving. It was going to
No,
be like,
Yeah, he said no.
No moving beyond what happens when you guys, they'll react to you, but they're not moving.
but no, like, okay.
No pulsating. No, there's no breeze in here. So you think that the mossy kind of ones, they would probably react to a breeze, but there is no breeze in here. So
Is there more of the room we can't see, or is this the entire room?
I mean, if you guys stick your head into it, you can see the room itself is not remarkably large. So everything that you guys can see that I've revealed right now, that is the entirety of the room. On the south, there's a wall, and then there's a wall between in the north where the hallway where you first guys came in. So it's just a small room that is devoid of any furniture, anything. It is the only thing that occupies these rooms are these little gel things and bits of moss.
Well,
I
we
say
definitely.
it's a waste of time. Let's look
Like-
at another room.
I just saying I heard scurrying, so we might have some other things on this ship. Just close the door.
Okay.
Leather, rinse, repeat. Door number 2.
All right.
Okay.
So you're gonna do the ball bearing thing first, or are you just gonna open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the ball bearing thing one more time.
Okay. This time, you throw it in, you don't hear it land.
Slightly more menacing. All right. Shall I still swing open?
You can. Be careful it doesn't touch the door.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Open the door.
Okay. It helps when I'm on the right tool. So, wrong tool. There we go. No, come on. Reveal area. There we go. Okay.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Tiny part. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So, yet again, you guys find another room with these weird things. You can see the ball bearing, apparently when
Just
you
land.
tossed it in, it just landed on one of
Right
these
on.
slime things.
Ew.
Well, this isn't the scurry room either, so
But again, the entire room devoid of any furniture, devoid of anything but these little gel things and the moss.
I wonder
Could-
why.
Could
why only-
I? Oh, sorry. You go first.
I was just gonna say, I wonder what only this portion of the ship got these things, not the whole thing. That was just on my question.
Yeah, you do
Just-
notice none of these things are in the hallway. None of them are on the deck itself. They are only in these two rooms as far as you've seen thus far.
does it look placed or does it just look random?
Good question. Why don't you roll me a wisdom insight check?
$14 plus 0, so 14.
14. So looking over, if there is a pattern to this, you can't tell.
Mm.
Like as far as you can tell, they seem random.
Well, there's no pattern to them. It doesn't look like much. I don't know if you guys want to investigate it or try to take one
Yeah.
off, or if you want to check some other. We have a couple more doors.
Yeah, would any of us like identify these things on sight?
If you wanted to make an intelligence nature check,
Ooh,
anyone that
nature.
wanted to,
I've been to the
Oh
Feywild.
my!
I'll say Spengwick, you could roll yours with advantage.
Okay.
Ah, 9.
Okay. Anyone else gonna try a
Let
check?
me see.
My best is with 13.
13. Okay.
I got 12.
12. Okay, so all of you looking at this, these are not anything that you are currently familiar with in the sovereignty anywhere. They seem wholly unique.
There's a lot of weird stuff out there in the Feywild. I barely survived by the skin of my teeth out there.
Nothing I can remember from my studies, but so we should probably be extra wary of these.
Yeah. Is Tommy still with us?
Yes, he's
Make
in the
him pick it
back.
up.
He is perfectly fine not going in either of the rooms.
Oh, well, for all I know, he was probably trying to sneak back on the ship.
No, he's kind of come to the realization that it's not a great idea to
Yeah.
piss you guys off. So
Okay.
Well, I do know that a one man cannot pilot a ship or do all that. So, but I don't want him getting any ideas. But okay, as long as he's still with us. I'm also curious, like maybe he pulled a Daphne and something snatched him.
Oh God!
as of right now, it does not seem like he has been taken.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Well, I'll do the next one.
Okay.
I'll
So,
listen to the door. Listen to the door first.
Okay, make me another perception check.
Slightly better. 8. God.
Woohoo!
So listening to the door.
You detect no traps. Alchemist fire.
You're not really getting anything as far as you can tell, but there's just so much going on and kind of the weird feeling in the pit of your stomach. It's really hard to concentrate on anything. And then Spitwick comes up and kind of like tugs at your at your collar a little bit because he's getting antsy.
I know, buddy. I know. All right, you're right. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
And 3.
Okay. As you open it,
Yeah.
No.
as you open it, you guys see more of these things everywhere, and in the center of this room, you see this strange plant.
If this thing starts singing like it's a musical, I'm done. I'm out. Going up.
Feed me, Seymour. And then, for no reason, 3 women appear singing really awesome harmony.
Steve Martin's wearing a gas tank.
And Rick Moranis is there. We don't know why. No, you see this large plant, and unlike everything else, it's kind of deadly still. This plant is large. The plant itself is probably about 6 feet tall. You can see it's got these vines that grow off of it, some of which are actually kind of going into a few of the little slime things. Others are just kind of resting on the deck itself. And in the center of the plant is a very large flower with a center opening, kind of somewhat similar to like a pitcher plant, if you've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that's magical or is it something just natural?
Fantastic question.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I want to roll nature on this one again or not.
Yeah.
This is-
I will, due to the fact that you are trained in weird stuff involving magic, why don't you go ahead and roll me an Arcana check? And I'm going to have you roll it with advantage.
Okay.
Which that means is you roll 2d20s and you take the higher of the 2 rolls.
Right.
If you ever get disadvantage, it's the same thing. You just take the lower of the 2 rolls.
So you want me rolling?
No, I'm having
Okay,
Queen
so
Venus do it.
Okay, I'm sure I didn't misunderstand. Okay.
Or I'm
So
sorry,
my highest
Prexy.
one would be 19. 19 and 13. Yeah, so 19.
And then add your Arcana skill to that.
Plus 6. So 25.
Okay. So looking this over, as you're kind of going over it, you're thinking about kind of just like the mechanics of how it's built. Like you're looking at this like an engineer, effectively going, "This is a weird plant, and how does it? Because that doesn't make sense. Because I don't see roots, and there's no like you can't put roots into a ship, and it doesn't look like it's rotting anything." You realize, oh, this isn't a plant. This is a creature.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
joy.
you guys, I got some bad news. I don't think this is an actual plant. I think we're going to have a problem.
Could be a plant-based creature.
I
You just hear from beneath the floor, Venusaur.
Czar.
Venus. Oh.
Czar.
And then this weird yellow rat comes in, and
With electricity everywhere.
I kick it over the veil.
sorry.
Okay, let's
So what
go.
would you guys like to do?
Well, is this plant moving?
Funny you should ask.
No, why would you
Oh,
ask?
Ah, crap.
As you kind of look to see it, you notice most of the tendrils of this plant don't seem to be doing anything, but out of the corner of your eye, you do see in the back some sort of movement that's obscured mostly by the plant itself, or the creature itself, as you guys have discovered.
Do any of us think it like sensed us?
I'm sorry, I think it what?
Sensed us, like,
Oh, sensed us.
knew we were
It's
there.
a fantastic, it's a fantastic question. How would you tell if it sensed you?
Was that movement towards us? Or was that movement just like a move?
Smegwick saw movement, but he didn't see what was causing the movement. It's like if you see something move out of the corner of your eye, it's kind of the same basic thing. You saw something, there was some motion behind the plant. As far as what was making the motion, you didn't catch that.
Do you guys want to just close this door and leave it here?
Yes.
I am down for that. I saw something shiny this way.
Okay.
So as you close the door, the vine closest to you shoots out, and
Oh,
right as
son-
you close the door, you hear a very loud, strong impact against the door.
No,
Dang it.
no.
Ah,
Back, back, back,
As far as you
back,
can
back,
tell,
back.
the door itself is warped, but has not broken from the impact. But the entire door shook, and you guys felt it through the deck as well. It was a heavy impact.
Back, 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 back up, back up, back up, back up.
Back up. No, mm-hmm.
yeah, so it shuts out.
Krexney closed the door, and as the door was closing, the vine came out and it hit the closed door. So currently
Okay.
there is a door
I'm
in between
closest.
you and the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, back up.
Back up, guys.
We don't
Let's
want
go.
surrounded. We don't want to be surrounded.
So what would you guys like to do next?
Back up.
Back up.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm waiting for tokens to
Hey,
move. I
look-
don't want
I
to.
know I'm waiting to move. I'm gonna jump on top of everybody.
That way. Move.
Back up.
Okay. I can. Did we leave any of the other doors open enough for us to see if, like, the slime like things have moved
closed
too? Oh, we closed them. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Is that door right behind us? Is how we came in, right?
Yes. So if
The
you
one
want to
with
go,
the gold.
so if you want to go down to where the gold is, you'll have to figure out a way to get down the broken stairs.
Well, I am actually like. Do we hear any more attacks to the door? Or was it just the one?
The door has not shook since you closed it.
Okay, it could be reactionary.
Yeah, maybe it's sleeping again. Let's just not go that direction.
I agree.
All right, we have some broken stairs on the right. Is there anything around that I could use to fix it to make us cross?
Make me an intelligence investigation check.
– 16.
Looking around with a 16, you think you could probably take the door that leads outside, that leads to the top deck. It doesn't seem to be secured particularly well. If you were to basically take the door off, you could use that to basically cover the hole enough for you guys to walk down.
Well, I don't personally have the strength to pull that door off, so there's someone else that can pull
with
this door
your
off.
tools, you could take it
Oh,
off.
I can take it off. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna take this door off, and then maybe we can go down these stairs and check out what's going on down there.
Okay.
Anyone want to do that?
So, not a particularly difficult task for, again, someone as mechanically minded as you. This is remove a couple screws.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna unscrew it, and I'm gonna kind of just drag this door.
You don't even need like your full smith's tools. You just have your little pocket tools that you keep with you in case you need to, modify Ogun law. And
Perfect.
when you're able to get a better view down there,
Oh, shiny.
what looks to be a decent sized pile of gold and a chest in the cuckoo corner there.
Be wary.
Beware of traps, I just say.
Yeah.
All right.
Check for traps.
On what would you like to check?
Smegwick?
I'm not trapped.
I'm not trapped.
No, I mean, no, I mean, you do the checking for traps.
All right. All right.
Just so everyone is aware, in general, if you want to search for traps or anything, that's going to be an intelligence investigation check. And to disarm them would be a dexterity thieves tools check, and does require you to be proficient with thieves tools and have them. So,
You said what was the thieves one? Where do I find that in actions?
thieves tools is something you don't have.
Okay.
Does I can't remember. I think this might have came up before, but as a artificer, would he be able to do thieves tools?
It's on my card. It's under inventory.
Oh, you do have thieves tools? Ignore what I'm saying. You have thieves tools, and
Oh.
you can use them to disarm the track. It'll
Okay.
still be. So the way that you would make like a tools check is you would roll a d20 and add whatever attributes works with that particular set of tools. So for thieves tools, it's a very dexterous thing. So it would be a d20 plus your dexterity modifier, and because you're proficient with them, you would also add your proficiency bonus. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So if you want to do that. However, no one here has checked anything for traps, so you're not aware of any traps that currently exist.
Can anybody check for traps?
Anyone that
Who's
wants
good
to
at that?
can.
Well, I
You
was
just have to
gonna
tell
s-
me where are you looking to see if there is a trap.
I will check traps on the pile of gold right there, on the pile of treasure, because that's
Easy.
like the most obvious thing.
Easy.
Go ahead.
So you're going downstairs.
Yeah, it will require you to get close enough to it to actually look at it. So you will have to go down the stairs.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Uh,
The door is a little bit unstable as you go down because it's a door on
Wobbly.
stairs,
Mm-hmm.
but you make it down.
Okay, I'll put myself right there.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence investigation check.
Intelligence investigation. Here we go. It's not a nat 20, it's a dirty 20.
nice.
As far as you can tell, this isn't so much a quote-unquote pile of gold as it is a spill of gold. It seems obvious from kind of the pattern of where it's laying that some gold fell from the deck above and just kind of landed here. You don't see any pressure plates or anything that would indicate there's any sort of trap that would be triggered by this Guga gold. But it is obviously not put here on purpose.
Can I see?
Grab it.
Can I just get looking at it, just a rough ballpark idea of just how much gold is here?
Your guess at right around 450 gold pippa pieces worth of gold and jewels and other things like that. So it's not an insignificant amount.
Just want to point out there are stories of cursed gold. A lot of skeletons up top.
I was always curious to see what it's like to be an immortal zombie, and I just I take one gold coin and I'm just kind of looking at it. Is it
They're your standard sovereignty gold.
standard sovereignty? Oh,
Yep. They
okay,
don't
then.
they don't feel they're not like slick or anything like that. They're not sticky. It's just gold. They're not even damp or anything. It's just gold.
But they are sovereignty minted.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Jackpot.
no, find us keepers.
What
Safe to-
about that? What
safe to
about
cut-
that? Sorry.
I was gonna say, is it safe to come down?
So far so good.
Yeah.
Again, going over the door is a little bit shaky, but you don't have too much trouble getting down there.
Well, I'm small, so.
Now, what about that treasure chest? That could definitely be a trap, right?
Theoretically. Or it might not. Who knows?
Mimic.
The world made
I'm
of
sorry.
it.
Sorry.
You don't see a chain next to it. And the only people that will get that are Dark Souls fans. What would you guys like to
Anyone
do?
want to check for a trap or be happy with this gold and get out of here?
Well, anything that might be in a chest could be trapped. Always be
Right.
checking. Always be checking. My advice.
Yeah, and maybe like see from a distance if it's maybe any irregularities or something like that.
From a distance, you wouldn't really be able to check it for traps because you're just too far away. To check it, you do
Yeah.
need to get close to it.
Oh God.
I could just do it. Anyone mind if I do a mage hand real quick?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Just mage hand over and goes tap tap tap.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing seems to have happened.
Ooh.
It seems
Okay.
chest-like.
Okay.
I would
It
like
hasn't
to use.
bitten your hand.
Mage
I would
hand.
I would like to use my knock spell on it, and if it's unlocked,
Oh.
it'll open, and if it's locked, it will unlock.
Ooh, okay. I've never actually thought about this.
Dun dun dun.
You didn't plan for every eventuality?
What?
No. This is a question I should know the answer to, and it's never come up.
Occurred.
All right, I'm going to spoil something now, mostly because Smegwick, you have a fairly decent amount of knowledge that may be different than my knowledge. Normally, if you unlock a trapped chest
That's what I was
without
afraid of.
disarming the trap,
Yeah.
it sets the trap off.
Yeah.
Are you aware what happens if you use knock on a trapped chest?
It opens
Like off
it.
the
and
top
it-
of your head.
I 100% was thinking like that doesn't disarm a trap. Was what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking too. I was just going to get, unless someone else has heard differently, that's kind of what I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I've spoiled a bit of the surprise on this one. As you cast the knock spell,
I don't want to be too meta because I'm like, are you casting? Oh boy.
you guys instantly hear this, and the entire area, you see this huge cloud of green gas spread over into the entire area. I need everyone to make me Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
So, Crexney,
Yes.
Oh joy!
there are two different ways that you can
technically.
technically deal with getting
Very
hit.
good.
You have one side where someone will roll an attack roll against you, and that will be measured against your armor class, which is just how hard you are to hit. The other way is if something happens, like an explosion, you might roll a saving throw to try to resist what's happening. This particular one, there is poisonous gas everywhere, so you're going to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you can just resist the effects of the poison itself. So what you do to that is you roll a d20, and then on your character sheet, you'll see a little section that's on the left-hand side. On the bottom, it says saving throws.
Saving throws? Okay.
And you'll add your con modifier in there to the d20.
Okay.
Just click where you see the little plus number. You'll.
So let's start with Aoi. What'd you get?
19.
19. You made your save. Reggie?
Oh god.
15.
15. You made your save as well. Correction? What did you get?
19, 25.
25. You failed. You rolled too high. Sorry.
Dang
No,
it.
you made your save as well. Smegwick?
Smegwick got a 12. Spitwit got a dirty 20.
So, Spitwick makes their saves. Smegwick does not. So,
Check the trick.
on a lot of effects that cause you to make a saving throw, sometimes a saving throw will mean you don't take any damage. A lot of times it means you're only going to take half damage. So Smegwick is going to take the whole of this damage. Everyone else is only going to take half damage. Let me roll it real quick.
Do I have even the slightest chance of like dismissing Spitwit when I saw Reggie casting the spell?
No, that would have
God damn
had
it.
to have happened before we talked about the trap. So, so the total damage is 12 poison damage. All of you that made your save, you take 6 poison damage instead.
Okay, so I take 12.
I am bloodied.
So is
Yep.
that current where it says current hit points? I just put it down 6.
Yeppers?
You could
Okay.
enter the number and hit damage if you wanted.
Oh, okay.
So 12 or 5, so 12 or 6.
Yes.
Okay. Spitwit's alive with 1 point.
No, no.
Yes.
Spitwit's alive. I think technically Ogun would have needed to roll a save too, but if I remember correctly, he's immune to poison damage.
Yeah.
Because he's
So-
mechanical.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a robot, so he doesn't. Yeah, ignore that.
Okay.
Going forward, if I ask you to make a saving throw, you may need to make a saving throw for Ogun as well.
So if they're not in the room, like for example, I'm just saying, like for him, he's on the outside.
No,
He would
the
still
only
be
people
affected?
that would have needed to make the saving throw are in the room with all of you guys down.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Tommy.
Thomas.
Thomas didn't go down the stairs.
Dang it.
Oh, okay.
Could have got
Thomas
rid
can
of him,
see you
guys.
guys. The room has no other doors. He felt no need to go down those stairs.
Womp womp.
Eh,
Thomas is still fine. The poison is heavier than air, so it only spread out on the floor.
Okay.
However, the chest is open.
Womp womp done.
Do we need to get out of here, or are we going to keep taking damage? Or is this like a one-time
The
thing?
poison is dissipated.
Okay.
Oh,
Should we-
good.
It dissipates. Spitwit looks like death wormed over. Smegwick looks jacked up, and we are just like a face full of tear gas, and we're just staring Reggie down.
You're not gonna say anything,
Chest.
Reggie. Just gonna stand there and look at us.
I use knock. If
Mm.
anything, I'm the only
Mm.
one who exercised caution.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
literally said, check for traps.
Yeah, that's why I used knock on it, because we would
Obviously, that
hopefully be
didn't work,
away
Reggie.
from the traps.
But we were right
I wish I could have cast Hellish Rebuke on you since you set the trap off.
You could try to hellish rebuke the trap.
No, on Reggie for tripping the trap.
So, does everyone want to look at the chest that is now unlocked? It is still closed.
Yes, I will.
Oh, it's still closed.
Oh,
Oh, God.
darn it.
Owie volunteered.
Okay.
Is it unlocked now?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Okay, I open it.
Does anyone Does anyone have a healing capability?
Where do you see that? In spells?
What's
Yeah.
that spell? A healing spell or something? But I don't know if anyone does. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if Reggie or
I got cure wounds. That's it.
that's healing.
So if you wanted to heal anyone, you could cast Cure Wounds. You have
Can I-
4 first level slots and 3 second level slots. So
I don't
it
know
is-
what that means.
So, magic in D&D uses the Vancian magic system, which basically means you have levels of spells, first, second, third, and then for each level, you have a limited number of slots with which to cast a spell. So in this particular instance, if you wanted to cast Cure Wounds, you could. It would use 1 of your 4 first level slots. To do that, because it's a first level spell.
Okay.
You get those slots back when you finish a long rest. So basically, in
Okay.
a day of adventuring, you have
You get-
4 first level spells and 3 second level spells that you can cast. Now, one thing
Okay.
unique about D&D 5th edition is there are a lot of spells that you can upcast. Basically, it's a first level spell, but you can cast it at second level, and it does something extra. For Cure Wounds, for example, normally if you cast Cure Wounds, you would heal 1d8 plus 3 hit points of damage on someone. If you cast it at second level, you would heal 2d8 plus 3. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
So, if
So-
you wanted to heal him, you could
Yeah.
cast a first or second level Cure Wounds, and that would do it. But it's
Okay.
entirely up to you if you want to.
I will, so he doesn't die, because I'll cry if he dies.
I'm gonna point out that I hate it, but I don't want if he drops, it could be more of a problem if between me or Reggie.
So, a
I don't-
really common thing when you're going to be healing people or when you take damage is simply just asking the party, hey, who's the most hurt? Or how are you guys doing? Because sometimes there will be certain people
Oh,
that have
okay.
more hit points gone or less. So,
Well,
Okay.
I just know he has a 1 right now.
No, that's Spitwit, and I'll take care
Oh.
of Spitty.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I
So,
took
but-
12. I think Reggie took 6, but
I
I know,
did take 6.
but I also know you use Constitution as your dump stat.
I only have 12 hit points left
Good lord!
Oh, well,
out of 31.
why? So hold on, Tim. I'm sorry. Why do I have a lot more hit points?
He
You
got
have a
hit
better
by
Constitution.
He
Oh.
got hit by a spell during
Okay.
the last combat, and we haven't had a full day's rest. So he was
Oh.
low when we came in.
Oh, okay. Because okay.
I thought you
Well-
used. I thought you spent dice.
I did. It only gave me 4 hit points back.
Ouch.
Okay.
So-
Well, is there anybody who has less than 12 who needs to be cured? No. Then Reggie. Can I cure him?
Sure.
Yes,
So I
yes,
just-
please.
I hit it.
So yeah, just to
Okay.
to give to try something. If you go to your character sheet where it says action spells, you click on spells. It'll show you all the
Yep,
spells you
yep.
have.
Mhm.
If you just click on the area that says 1d8 plus 3 and it's got a heart by it,
Yes.
it should automatically roll that for you if you want to cast it at first level.
So I got a 9.
9. Okay. So, Reggie, you will regain 9 hit points. And then at the top of that little section where it says first level, on the right hand
button.
side, you'll see a slot. Yeah, just click one of those.
Cast.
And that'll keep
Gotcha.
track that,
Done.
okay, now you have 3 left.
Gotcha. Well, there you go, sir.
So
All
that's
better.
A pretty nice
Thank you.
first level cure wounds. Out of a possible, 11 hit points, you got 9 of them. So, not bad
Dun, dun, dun,
for your first
dun.
heal. All right, so that's been done.
Smegwick is going to is holding. Smegwick is holding Spitwit like a little bedraggled cat because he's got 1 hit point left. Holding it, he's holding like, okay, buddy, I'm gonna put you away. You'll get a bit of a rest while we're taking care of each other. Turns around. You did this, and as I cast Spitwit into his little pocket dimension resty hole, basically, you get a mental image of him taking a crap in your pillowcase as he disparates.
All right, and that is the 4th time I've been given that image since I met you.
You have noticed each time the image has been given to you, it's gotten progressively more detailed.
Well, it's also your pillowcase, your shoes.
Reggie has a checklist of every insulting image he's been given ever since
So-
we first joined the crew.
The question is, has your food ever tasted weird?
Not yet.
How often do you roll perception?
So, does anyone want to open the chest now?
I
Owie.
think Owie said she
Okay.
Yes.
opened it.
So, as you open it up, you notice the chest doesn't have a ton in it. You can see there is some cloth in there that you think probably has some value. And then as you kind of rummage through, you also find this really strange ball, effectively. As you kind of pick it up, it effectively kind of looks like a rubber band ball, but instead of rubber bands, it is metal rings that are just wrapped around each other. And as you kind of pick it up, you get that little feeling of magic running through it. Obviously, this is some sort of a magic item.
And the cloth is mundane.
Mundane, but valuable. You think it's probably silk. So the right buyer would probably just kind of guesstimate, again, with the fact that your family, you come from wealth, just kind of eyeballing it. This is probably at least 150 gold worth of silk cloth.
Not bad.
Does the because we're looking for some reason this happened? Does the silk look like it came from the Feywild? That kingdom kind of.
No, it looks like silk. It looks like nice silk, but this is stuff that you would see in
Okay.
in
Well, I didn't know if there was like embroideries pattern type silk
Not
pattern.
really.
Or it was just fine silk.
I don't remember what this item is called though. Go ahead and keep speaking amongst yourselves. I'm, for the life of me, forgetting what this item is called. And it is one of my favorite items ever.
I don't suppose Crexy made a bag of holding.
That sounds familiar. Let me check. Yes, I did.
Ooh.
I don't believe you have it infused right now, do you?
Let's see. It's in spells, right?
No, it's under inventory.
Inventory.
Yeah, right now the 3 items that
Yeah.
you have infused are your armor, the goggles of night, and your longsword. So. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no. I think
It's.
we did give you a
I
Yeah, I was
got
about to say. I
it.
remember we talked about it because you said it's very good to have.
I
don't
don't
see
have
it
it on your
anywhere on
character
here.
sheet right now. I will put it on later. But
Okay.
let's say that was your magic item. Everybody started with a magic item in this, and I
Mm-hmm.
forgot to give you one because you can make them.
Yeah.
So it slipped my mind. But yes, you have a bag of holding.
So I do have a bag of holding. So that means I can put gold in it, or I can put
Basically, the
anything?
thing with a bag of holding is no matter what you put in it, it
Mm-hmm.
always weighs 15 pounds.
Aha.
And you can put a lot of stuff. I think it's like 900 cubic feet worth of stuff into it. So it's a cool magic bag.
Mary
and it's
Poppins.
remarkably useful. So
Yes.
Do not put other dimensional pocket things in other dimensional pocket things.
yeah,
Okay.
if something you would be aware of being an artificer, if you put something like a portable hole
Mm-hmm.
or a Havard's handy haversack, which is kind of a multi-pocketed version of a bag of holding, inside a bag of holding, it breaks reality and sucks everything into the astral plane. Within about 10
It is
feet of
quite
it.
literally crossing the streams.
Okay.
So
Uh,
you would be aware you don't do that.
Gotcha.
Jody, not to be meta, but I think I found the item we found is does Iron Band's binding
That's-
ring a bell?
That's the item. That's the item. I was, for the life of me, I couldn't remember what it was called.
It was like Bolero or something.
It is a super, super awesome, amazing item that nobody ever uses. There we go. Iron Bands of Bolero. And again, I would say probably, Aoi, you've seen these before in your training, and probably Smegwick as well. You would have seen these because this is an item that can be used to restrain people. Basically, if you know the command word, you throw it, it goes up, and then it just binds someone if you hit them with it. So.
Does it have a command word pre-registered or it doesn't?
If you spend about 10 minutes kind of examining it, you can figure out the command word.
Okay. I will save that for later. Anything else in there?
It was just the Stilk and then these this Iron Bands of Bolero.
Okay, that's it.
Is there any other doors to this place, or?
Not in this room. There's the other staircase that goes down into a room you haven't looked through yet.
Okay, question. Do we want to try and take this stuff and go back up topside, put it on the ship, and then come back down?
Yeah, sounds like a safe idea.
Otherwise,
I don't mind that.
The gold and everything else can fit in Crexy's bag of holding if you want to go that
Okay.
route.
Ooh.
Then I
Oh,
will
okay.
go and grab all the gold and put it in my bag. And
Can the chest fit in there too?
The chest itself is too large to fit in the bag of holding, but the stuff inside the chest you can.
Okay, cool.
So if you wanted to take the chest with you, that will be more difficult. But the stuff inside,
grab
just
it.
put it in.
Let's
Okay.
say that if we can, let's say the chest for later, because another container is always a good thing to have on a ship.
That is such an RPG thing to do.
Hey, it's also true. You need containers. Hey, you're on a ship. You need containers. Oh, hey, you know what? I look at Reggie and I'm just like, I go over and I search for any hidden compartments.
Sure, make me an
Before.
investigation check.
Oh dear.
Oh, God. Yeah, 14.
14. Logan, it's very chest-like.
All right.
Okay. Well, there's the. I another set of stairs on the other side, or I can carry this bag, right? I don't have to drop anything off.
Nope.
Do you want me to take it to the ship, or do you want me just to hold
No
it?
matter what, it's always 15 pounds.
Yeah, you can risk holding on to it for now.
Okay.
Time
Go
to
back.
Cross the wobbly stairs.
Just walk back up, all like still red eyed and stuff like that. How you doing, Tommy? Pat, pat. No.
As you as you kind of pat him, he's like,
I didn't jump up.
"So where do you guys want to go? No, now."
Well, Smegwick clears his sinuses, and then goes the other
Okay.
stairs.
These stairs are much more functional.
Mhm.
And as you go down, you see this.
A hallway. Dun, dun,
So another hallway.
dun.
There's another door on the right, and there's a door at the end.
Hey.
Getting tired of doors.
Eh.
I will mention for all of you guys, this is a very strange setup for a ship. Thus far, you have not seen any cruise quarters, and you also haven't seen.
Well, I was thinking those could have been used as cruise quarters that the mold was in, but there's nothing else in there but the mold.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Do you think the mold could disintegrated all that away, or?
That's why I was wondering. Like maybe ate it over time.
Yeah.
Like the skeletons.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but they're capable of eating furniture, but not capable of eating a bone.
Mm.
mhm. Or maybe they don't like sunlight.
I was wondering that too. I was wondering what's keeping them down here.
Well, who wants to go up? Any volunteers? I'll start. Do, do,
Okay.
do, do, do.
so again, pretty standard corridor. There's a door to a room on the right, and then a door to the north. So door to the east, door to the north. Where would you guys like to go?
You guys coming?
Yeah, I'm
Dun,
coming.
dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Anyone want to volunteer to open the next door?
I mean, thus far, opening a door has caused zero problems for anyone.
That's
so-
exactly why I don't want to open them.
I'm reaching for the knob and I'm pulling out another ball bearing.
Dun, 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 dun.
I do the same thing. Open up a crack, throw the ball, listen
Okay.
for any
So
reaction.
as you open the door opens on its own, and I need everyone
Oh,
to make me a
great.
strength saving throw.
God damn
Dang
it.
it.
I moved
I'm-
right behind Reggie.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think it would be funny if I gave myself disadvantage, considering like I'm right at the door.
Sure.
So it's gonna like swing me right
Whoa!
into the wall.
You just kind of go, shwa!
I'm behind you.
I'm gonna say the door is what's giving you disadvantage because the door pulls you in.
Oh, we're getting
Oh.
sucked in.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I
you
thought
all
it
feel
was-
a huge burst of wind
Oh.
as you are all making strength saving throws to try to avoid being sucked into the room.
strength.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought we
God.
were
Great. I'm
getting
fucking
buffeted.
low.
Oh no,
Oh, then-
you are being sucked in.
Oh, then-
So I'll start on the opposite side this time. Let's start with Smegwick. What you got for me?
I got a 12 again. I am
12.
switching my dice.
Cool.
Bro.
Crexney.
I got a 6.
Okay. Reggie.
Rolling now. I still have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Then well, there's no point of rolling it because I got a 1.
Okay.
It's just when I got so it's a 3.
Okay. Well, 3 is better than 1. It's not high enough, but hey, that's triple. You just tripled your roll by adding your
Oh,
modifier.
move on.
Oh, watch out.
And then Aoi, what'd you get?
23.
23.
Ugh.
I love the visual of all this because the rest of you guys, you all get sucked in. Because of this, I guess my question: has Ogun been going with
No.
you, or do you have him?
No,
okay.
he's staying by Thomas.
Okay, so he's still up there. So the three of you get sucked into this room rather epically. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal it so you can see the cool room that you just heard.
Lord.
What sucked us in?
So go ahead and place your minis. Just due to the fact that the audience can't see this, I might as well. So that's where they are right now. Place your minis anywhere within 10 feet of the east wall.
Of the east wall.
East wall, yes. The opposite side of the wall that you guys came in. You can put your minis anywhere in the room as long as it's within basically 2 squares.
Other side, Rich.
The far wall.
Other side. We're not by the door.
Oh.
Yeah. The
No,
opposite.
we're
Yeah.
Yeah, this side.
So within 2 squares of
Inside.
that wall. So Crexty, you would need to go that way as well. Okay. And then
Is that
Smegwick-
can I be there or is it here or here?
2 square. Yeah.
I'll say.
Like-
Let me get my pointer.
I think you gotta be,
anywhere
like,
in
where I'm
this
at.
row, in this
Yeah.
column.
Okay.
Owie, you're
Clearly-
on the other side.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Owie, you're still outside in there. So as you open it, you guys feel this huge gust of air as you are all sucked into this room. Owie, instinct kind of takes over, and you kind of plant your tail on the ground, and you just grip the wall, and everyone else is kind of sucked in. And as you look, you watch as where the door used to be is instantly kind of solidified with some strange kind of crystalline substance.
Well, my question is, what sucked? Do we know what sucked us in?
Yeah.
Well, looking around, you can see literally everywhere in this room is covered in these strange
Spore.
kind of spores. They seem to be almost growing out of the ship itself. And you can see all of the spores themselves are undulating as if almost like breathing. And as you guys kind of look around, the first thing you notice is there's a little kind of tickle in your throat.
Ugh.
And the longer you guys are in here, the more like your throat starts to burn.
We gotta get
a little
out.
more.
Gotta go.
And as you look back at the door, you can see something has effectively just instantly grown over the opening of the door. It's semi-translucent, like you can see from the other side, you can see kind of the shape of Owie, but whatever it is, it's definitely solid.
Oh, so the doorway's blocked.
The doorway is completely sealed currently.
Is there any other windows or anything, doors that we can see?
No, the room is completely encased. There were portholes here. All the portholes seem to be covered in a similar
Glazed.
substance.
Okay.
I would like everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
Crexney, initiative is basically just how I tell who goes
Oh,
first. second,
lovely.
third. This isn't going to be combat, but it's it is going to be just a way for me to tell who goes first, second, third, all those other things.
Okay.
So on your character sheet, there's a thing that says initiative. So you roll a d20 and you add
16 total.
Okay. So hold on for just a second, because I don't have my initiative tracker out, and I need to actually write this stuff down because I won't remember what your initiative is.
Hey, anyone who watching live, did you know that you can contribute points via that little chest down below in chat? Sure would be handy to help us out if anyone was watching.
Indeed.
That's what I want. All right, so I'm gonna real quick. So Crexty, what did you get?
16.
16. Cool. Owie,
6.
6. Cool. Smegwick,
7.
Dang it.
lots
I
of
switched
high roll
dice.
rolls. Reggie,
I switched dice.
10.
Dang it.
10. So we're gonna start with Crexney. As you're in there, again, you can feel like your throat is starting to burn in that. These things, as you kind of look at them, you see a few of them as they kind of inhale and exhale. You see a few of them are starting to shoot out more of these kind of strange spore-like things.
Can we move well, I guess we don't know where we're going yet.
You
If
can.
we
You are
cut
completely
the-
able to
no, I don't wanna cut
move
them.
however you want. You're not restrained or anything like that. You're just trapped in this room right now.
Okay, so I guess I would probably go closer to the door to see if there's a way to get it open.
Okay. There isn't a locking mechanism. Literally, some crystalline substance has literally grown over the doorway and has sealed it completely.
Oh God.
Does it look like if I yell outside, or can somebody outside break it from the outside in, since it's in the crystals on the inside?
Uh, Theoretically possible. You don't know how tough it is. You could try breaking it yourself if you want to try and break it.
I don't. What about? Let's see. If Ogun hits it from the outside, like.
You can try that as well. The issue with anyone on the outside is Ogun does what you tell him to do verbally.
Oh, so he can't hear me. Okay. All right. Well,
thus far you're not able to hear anything on the other side of the door. So you could try yelling really loud and see what happens.
I think what I want to try first is if my sword will cut it by the door.
Sure.
I don't think I'm strong enough to hit it.
Go ahead and just make me an attack roll.
Okay.
With your longsword. So on your character sheet again, you'll see longsword. You see a column that says hit DC and a +6. So
I got a 17, and you said add 6.
yes.
I rolled a 17.
Yep, and so you'd add 6 to that.
So 22.
Absolutely. I think that's wrong though. I think 6 and 7 is
13,
23. So that'd be 23.
Right back.
Either way, you definitely hit the door. Go ahead and roll the damage. The question I have for you, a longsword is a versatile weapon. What that means is you can swing it one-handed, or you can take it with 2 hands and you can swing it two-handed. Since you don't currently have any other weapons out, you can choose either way. The difference is going to be swinging it two-handed, it's a D10 +3. Swinging it one-handed is a D8 +3.
I'll do 2 hands.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the door is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d8 +3. Again, if you just click on the thing that says 1d8 +3, you should be able to. It'll roll it for you.
1d8.
Or you
In
want
attacks?
the 1d10 +3.
1d. Oh, here. I gotcha. Okay. 8.
Okay, cool. So as you sit there and you slam with your radiant little longsword, which is shedding a little bit of little light, you hit it and it does crack a little bit. How much was that? You said 8?
8.
All right, so you do sit there and you do chip a little bit off of it, but the door is still very, very solid. And as you're sitting there, you start to... and it's like your eyes are starting to water and your lungs are starting to burn. You are going to take... 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As the air is just
So
getting more toxic.
Snegwig, I hit it with my sword and I cracked the door. You can see a little bit, but it didn't get rid of the door. And then I took poison damage right after.
Okay.
Right. Next up is going to be Reggie.
Okay. After my turn, who's next?
Smegwick.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get his. Let's see.
Oh, I just realized I never turned back to us. Hi, everybody. We still
Yeah.
exist. This is the picture.
Might be of my legacy
This is
layout. You
us.
never know.
I'm a really good strimmer.
Cruxney, where are you again?
I'm by the door
By the door.
because I just hit it with my sword. So
So you're like right there.
Probably.
You can move your mini over to the door.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
So yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What's my movement again? 30. So.
for the most part, this room isn't really large enough for this to be like full rounds of combat. This is just me getting an order of who acts first. So don't think of this as combat. This is just initiative is a way for me, when everyone has things they want to do, I have an order I can follow. Just makes it easier for me to keep track of other things. So don't worry about movement as much as what do you want to do.
I'm gonna get myself right next to Cruxney, just so like when the thing does finally crack open, we can all just kind of rush out. But I would like to give some bardic inspiration to Smegwick.
Okay. And how do you do that? Rousing speech? Do you pull out your violin? What are you doing?
Serenade him.
I start to play a little ditty on my violin, but the moment I try to sing something, I just go.
Despite the coughing fit, Smegwick, you feel a slight inspiration
I tried.
from his beautiful music.
So I got a. I get what D8?
You get a 1d8.
A D8 inspired by phlegm. Great.
Yummy.
A phlegm D8. So that brings us to Smegwick. What do you want to do, Smegwick?
Okay, well, this might be a really good idea or a bad idea.
Oh, at the end of your turn, Reggie.
You get
Oh,
3 damage.
right.
Poison damage. Ooh.
You take 2 points of poison
Oh,
damage.
nice.
Okay, that's good.
Smegwick, you are up.
Okay, so that might be there. If I pretty much just angle it. Where's the ruler? Okay. Okay, yeah, so. Yep, if I just angle it, I don't know if you can see my arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I am going to guess this might be a good idea, a bad idea. Let's find out, kids. Because I am worried about popping these things with fire or acid. That might
Okay.
just make the situation worse. However, I am hoping that if I use Dragon's Breath and make it cold, essentially,
Okay.
so even if I do damage, it's going to crumble as opposed to. And also catch the door.
All right. It's interesting.
Yeah.
What's the save for that?
It is a Dragon's Breath. The save is a Dexterity 16.
Sorry. So the door auto fails its dex save because it can't dodge.
Yeah.
As you
It's 3d6.
as you aim your Dragon's Breath, you do see it hits the various spores over there, and you notice that they do get solid.
So I'm hoping to go this way and then that.
Yeah. As it hits the door, you watch as whatever has formed gets thicker.
It got thicker?
Great.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What happened to all these things around?
They are frozen solid as of right now. So basically everything, I'll draw something for you. All of basically these things here. I don't know why it's a shape, but don't I have freehand? Yeah. So here and this stuff here, basically all this stuff is now frozen solid.
Oh, I think of. Oh, actually, sorry. I wanted to do the other thing because I have meta magic. So what I'd like to do with that spell, if I could spend a meta magic point to quicken that,
So it's a bonus action.
to make it a bonus action, and then that way I can then use my Eldritch Blast on the door.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll your attack rolls against the door. So you guys watch as Smegwick sits there, and you watch him kind of conjures up, and you see this tiny little dragon's head kind of appear, and he points it, and this breath of cold goes out, and both Reggie and Crixney, as you watch it, you see that the breath goes just barely past you, and you both get a bit of a chill from the air going past you. And then you watch as the cracks that you put into the door, Crexney, just kind of and are covered in ice.
It's a 17 and an 18 to hit. I figure I
Both
hit
of
the
those
door.
hit. Go ahead and roll to the damage.
I just go, watch out, kid. I'm hoping I made the door brittle. First shot is 7. Of course, I have agonizing blast. And I rolled a 2. Great. Second shot. That's 13. So 7 and 13.
Okay.
20 total.
So as you sit there and you watch as the ice goes, he goes and he fires 2 bolts and they slam into the door and you see more cracks kind of appear, but the door is still standing.
And I'll move over here.
And wow, keeps going down. As you sit there breathing and your lungs start to burn even more, you take 1 point of poison damage.
1 point, you said?
1 point. Just
1
one.
point.
I rolled a 3, then a 2, then a 1. I don't think I can roll a 0 on into the d6, but I mean, this is me we're talking about. Owie, from the other side, once the kind of door kind of solidified, you can't hear anything from the other side, but you did see this kind of bright light appear on the other side as Crexney pulled out her little longsword. You see this, and you saw it impact the door, and you saw the door kind of just barely get some cracks in it, and then you saw the door kind of thicken itself, and then you saw kind of 2 things. All of this happened without any sound whatsoever. But you can see there's a few kind of cracks on the other side of the door that you can see through the light and everything like that.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to step back so I have some room to aim, and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Alright. Really? Oh. 8?
8 is not quite enough to hit. The door.
Okay. Alright.
So you fire your first Scorching Ray off, it hits the wall next to it, and you can see a singe mark on the wall.
Oh, that's much better. 22.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll to the damage.
Okay. So, 2d6. 5 points of fire.
Okay.
And last one. 17.
17 hits as well. Go ahead and roll to the damage.
All right. 4 points of fire.
All right. So, as you sit there and you, the first Scorching Ray hits the wall and kind of just singes the wall, but doesn't do anything. The second one, as it hits the door, you watch it kind of burrow into the door a little bit, and you watch as the door kind of melts around the first Scorching Ray, and you put a pretty decent dent in the door. The second one goes and it hits a slightly different point. It does the same thing. It burrows in and melts out. The door's looking relatively thin, but it is still sealed. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I'm just trying to hold strong, hoping the others can get through one last blow of this darn wall.
Okay. We're going to go back to Crexney. You watch from the other side. You see this kind of flash of red light, and you watch as the door starts to kind of melt on this side, but the 2 blasts from the other side haven't put any holes in the door yet, but it looks significantly weaker than before.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna hit it again with my longsword since that actually did damage to it.
Go for it.
Which one do I pick? The D8 or the D10 one?
If you're two-handing, it's
Oh,
D10.
two-handed. That's right. Okay. 8, 11.
11. All right, so with that, you go, and as you hit it, the door shatters. Owie, I'm going to have you make me a con save.
Okay. I'm pretty good at those, hopefully. Constitution, 15 plus 6, 21.
21. Yeah, as you see the door shatter, you instantly get a face full of spores, and you just instantly just stop breathing for a second to ensure that you don't inhale any of them, and you kind of move out of the way, and you're not affected by them. Krexney, technically your turn isn't over yet. Do you want to leave the room? Or
Yes,
do you
I
want to
do.
chill there anymore? Kind of
I
figured.
would like
So
to get
as you
out.
get out, your lungs are still kind of burning and sore, but they don't seem to be getting any worse.
Okay.
And as you're breathing more clean air, you start to feel a little bit better.
You okay?
Smegwick and Reggie, you can exit as well.
Don't
unless you
go
wanna
in
stay.
there.
Already am.
So as you guys go out into the hallway, you can see the room itself seems to be breathing, for lack of a better term. There's a bit of a breeze that keeps blowing out and sucking back in. Nowhere near as strong as when you guys first opened it, but the room is breathing.
That room is breathing better than I was in there.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Please.
Oh, this sucks. Oh God.
Mm,
So, I don't want to go to any more doors. That was bad.
I think we're done.
yeah, let's go.
Well, it wasn't those more survivors. Believe me, I'm for leaving too. But well, Evan Letterby said, should we just vote? Who wants to stay?
No,
Actually, they gotta vote. Okay,
No,
all right,
no,
fine.
no,
Let's see.
no,
Let's see if we
off.
can do. Let's see if we can leave.
Okay. As you guys get back to the top deck, nothing seems to have followed you. As you go past the first hallway that you guys went down, you do notice one of the doors is slightly open.
We close those things.
That flower. That flower. Yep. Nope. 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 I'm out.
Totally not. We're
Going
out.
out. Going out.
No, we're going up. Yeah, going up.
Yeah, everyone's
Take me out of
going up.
here.
So, going back to the top deck, ship seems fine. Like, you guys can see your ship. The gameplank's still there. Doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary. If you want to head out, you can.
Yep.
All right, so you
We
guys
got
get
our
back.
gold.
You guys get back on the ship, and
We get back onto our ship. I will summon Spitwit back.
okay.
I heard something crawling around there. We didn't see anything
Oh,
crawling.
there we
I
go.
saw something in the corner of my eye.
Yes.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No,
No. No.
Reggie, get us the hell away from this
No.
ship.
already on it.
I'm gonna suggest something. We stay in twos. We search the ship from top to bottom. We don't get no stowaways.
Right.
Quotation mark stowaways.
Completely agree.
All right. So when you guys return to your ship and you get going, the further away from the ship, the wrecked ship, you go, the better you all start feeling.
Yeah.
You notice that your lungs burn less the more kind of air that you're breathing, and just being in fresh air.
I'm swishing water around. I'm taking my flask. I'm like,
You do notice when you drink
Laying out.
when you drink or eat anything, anything that you put in your mouth has a metallic flavor to it, except for you, Owie.
Oh. Okay.
You guys okay?
we got sucked in a bunch of spore in there. Oh god.
My throat burns. My head hurts. I'm tired.
Why does everything taste like pennies?
Sounds like you guys had some sort of a hangover breathing those spores.
Okay. Don't feel great, but I want to search the ship. Look for in case we got any ride-alongs. Stay together. Reggie, you keep,
Beside Thomas.
well, someone stay with Thomas.
Ogon will stay with Thomas. They'll be fine.
Owie, you're with me.
You
We'll
know,
check
it's
this
a
out.
bit of a rapport now.
No, Reggie, you're gonna need to steer the ship.
Oh, right.
Well, then can Reggie see Thomas from the ship? Because I can take me and Ogon.
Yes, I can. The helm is like kind of
Perfect.
in an elevated platform. I can see.
Okay, then me and Ogon will go check the side.
Okay.
Make sure they don't touch my stuff down in the cargo hold. That's where I sleep.
So where do you guys want to look? On the ship itself?
Well, search
this
the
is-
captain quarters first
Okay.
before going down below.
So this is the captain's quarters. Who is going into the captain's quarters as a search?
I will.
Okay. Make me an intelligence investigation check.
10.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing in here out of the ordinary. I guess I'll ask you this: since the captain left, have you been in this room since?
Off and on.
Okay. So yeah,
we
looking
we
around,
needed the odd thing.
there's nothing in here that seems completely out of place that you can
Do
tell.
I roll for Spitwit too?
Generally, I'm not going to have like multiple people making the same check. You know, the idea of every roll matters. Whomever decides that they're going to be doing it, and we'll move on from there. So,
Okay.
So yeah, captain's quarters seems as fine as you can tell. Because otherwise, you guys would just keep rolling until you got a high one, and then there's really no point for me to roll. Ask you guys to roll anyways. So, where else on the ship would you like to check out? We can go to the mid deck here.
Oh, I was in the wrong section. That's where the captain's quarters. Okay.
Yeah. So here's the mid deck. You have the 3 rooms up top, and you have your little kind of living room area here, and then stairs that go down to the cargo deck. Who wants to check what?
I don't technically really know this ship, so me checking it is.
I mean, you can look for things out of place. It's not.
Okay.
I pointed out I heard scurrying, and that's what we're searching for.
Oh, okay. All right. So then you said roll and you said intelligence.
Intelligence investigation, and tell me where specifically you're looking. There's 3 rooms up top, and then there's the little living room area here.
I'll check the living room.
Okay.
Intelligence investigation. Click the button. 19.
19. So looking around in the living room, choose even or odd.
Odd.
Looking around in the living room, you don't see anything strange that you can tell.
Okay.
It's a couch, table, couple chairs. Seems like a comfy couch.
Nope. Nap time.
3 rooms. You guys want to do anything for them?
I'll search my room.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
21.
21. Choose even or odd.
Odd.
As you look around, your room seems untouched.
All right.
2 other rooms. Anyone want to check them?
Okay. I will check another room.
Okay.
I don't know whose room, but I'll pick one. Rock, paper, scissors.
So you want the one on the left or the one up top?
Top.
Top. Cool. Make me an intelligence investigation check.
No. 4.
4. Yeah. Again, you've never been in here, but it's a pretty sparse room.
Okay.
Who? Just for my knowledge, because I'm not sure. Whose room is that one? Did anyone pick that room?
Which one?
The top one.
Top one. That might be Crexley's new room if no one has
Ooh.
claimed it.
Well, because Reggie didn't pick one. Which one did Owie take?
Uh,
I put my name on the room that I'm in.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, you can pick it
Okay.
now.
Fine.
Which room would you want yours to be, Howie? The top one or the left one?
How about the one on the left?
Okay. So the room that you go into there is remarkably, Crexley, the room that you go into the top is remarkably empty. Like there's a bed, there's a footlocker, there's a table and a chair, and there's nothing in the footlocker. It looks like the bed hasn't been slept in a very long time. It's just kind of a standard room. Owie, did you want to search through your room?
Okay.
Go ahead and give me intelligence investigation.
Okay. God damn it. 6.
6. So your room looks about as good as you think it should.
Okay.
Real quickly, choose even or odd for me.
Even.
Okay. And then Crexley, choose even or odd.
Odd.
Okay. This is just a way that I deal with, instead of flipping a coin, I
Hmm.
roll a d20 and I'll let you guys pick even or odd.
Oh, gotcha.
And if I roll an even number, you guys get a beneficial result. And if I roll an odd number, you get a bad result.
Got it.
Or depending on what you
That's
choose.
what we
If
said.
match,
Right. Got
it's
it.
good. If we don't match, it's bad.
Got it.
So yeah, thus far you guys haven't seen anything.
Alright.
Going down to the cargo deck. The cargo deck, I will let all three of you guys search together if you want.
Okay.
Let me bring that up because it's big.
Alright.
Dum dum dum.
And then you still have the kitchen and the passenger quarters.
Right.
If anyone wants to check. So cargo deck itself, everyone can roll for, and then someone would need to pick the other two rooms.
That's much better. 19.
19. All right. Smegwick,
18.
18. Crexley,
12.
12. Okay. Pick even or odd. Owie.
Odd.
All right. So, looking around on the deck itself, you don't really notice to the ton until you get over to where Reggie's kind of corner is. And as you're just kind of looking around, being as polite as possible, not wanting to, snoop through his stuff, you're kind of looking and you feel something squishy as you're kind of looking around. And as you try to recoil back from it, your hand doesn't move. You're adhered to something.
Where is Owie on the map?
I believe his corner is over here. So she's over here, and she was reaching underneath, or reaching around a box to check, and her hand is just stuck at this point.
How are you? Okay. What's wrong?
Ed?
It's stuck to something.
What do you mean stuck? Like glue?
Can I tell if it's glue?
It's adhesive. You
Is
can't
it
actually see
something
what you're
that
stuck to
belongs
right now.
to Reggie? Oh, okay.
It is adhesive.
It's just very sticky. I can't get my hand out.
I'm gonna is it possible we get behind Owie and
Just
Oh,
go ahead and give me whoever wants to an athletics to check.
I would like to help someone get the Alex check.
Okay.
If that's at all an option.
That's fine. Who wants to roll an athletics check? Any three of you guys can.
Let's see.
Okay.
What is my athletic?
How are you gonna roll it? Because I think you have a decent
Yeah,
strength.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right,
giving
you
you
have
Owie advantage.
You have
Yeah, 'cause-
advantage on this.
Okay. All right. Okay. 15.
15. So as you sit there and you kind of pull, you're not quite able to get it off, but you do feel some of your fingers starting to come off. But whatever this thing is, it has got a good grip on it.
Can I use my rapier to try to
Sure.
slice the rest of it
Go
to
make an
open
attack roll
without
for me.
without harming me, hopefully.
That's the plan. We'll see how good your attack roll is.
Okay,
Well, I'm also wondering if your blade's gonna get stuck.
yeah, I'm wondering that too, but I'm trying to. Howie's never been the best of wisdom.
I mean, you had to use something.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's my spells? Action. 7. There we go. 11.
11. So as you sit there and you try and do it, you do nick yourself a few times, but you're able to kind of get yourself off. You take 2 points of piercing damage as you accidentally poked yourself, and for a second you're worried because your rapier gets stuck. So you go shit, and then you pull a little bit harder and you get your rapier out to the 2. As now Aoi is not attached to this thing, you guys look and you see something that looks remarkably similar to those weird gel-like things
Son of
on
a
the ship.
Dang it.
Think
Friggin'
they're
stowaway.
contagious!
or something came on here and put it on.
What would you guys like to do? Still have 2 more rooms.
Gah. Well, we gotta find out how bad it is. We gotta take it off. Okay, first.
Kitchen or guest quarters.
Reggie is still like up in the helm, right?
Yeah.
He's still
Yep.
steering
You
the
are
ship.
piloting.
Okay.
We are getting out of there.
Considering that is the case, I will actually have to say goodnight here, guys.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah, yeah.
I was
Do
about
have
to
to
end
bow
it.
out here.
Anyway, so with that, I guess we can actually
Yeah.
go ahead and
Cool.
just go ahead and say that is gonna be all for tonight. As always, like I said in the beginning, if you miss any of this, youtube.com/TrainerJody, upload them on Sundays. Otherwise, that is all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. All right?
Good night.
Bye-bye.